Good evening, everyone. This is Gil at Camp Patton Family Compound, and with me tonight I got Tammy of Rebel Canners and Mark of Chef Tech. It is time for the Monday Night Fireside Chat, and tonight's topic is best ways to store your harvest. And here we are. And of course, Mark rarely shows his face, and Tammy's in the dark in the cabin.
Just trying to fight off that.
All right. That was a lot of light. You see that little light that when she turned off I can't see anything now. So let's go to the side chat. We got some good friends in the side chat. So
that pesky raccoon.
Okay, so first one at 2.5 hours ago was Susan Galley saying the storm. I'll just put it up here. Well, the storm wasn't too bad considering, but the main internet just went down and we're having a windstorm. So I'm not expecting to be streaming any videos tonight. It's been down a lot lately. Well, at least her house is okay though.
Yeah.
All right. Next one in here was Shady Hill Homestead. Actually, Shady Hill came in on Tammy's side, and Diana 2 came in on Tammy's side. Angels came in on my side. King Poopa, Dustin came in on my side. Then Diana 2 came in on my side. Corky's here too on my side. Shady Hill's here on my side. Let's see. Glenn's here. How to garden in the house. And Corky's all right. Corky's having the problem that my wife and I had a little while ago. Only it was with our grandson. He was going off, but yeah. So Fred is giving Courtney and Dustin a bad time. But hey, kids, that's what they're supposed to do, isn't it? All right. Let's let me get some water here. Now, I don't know who's breaking up. Tammy, give me a 3 count.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, you're coming in, Claire. Mark?
1, 2, 3.
Okay, there's some. I was getting some stuff there.
I had my phone on like volume 1 on Tammy's channel, so if it went away, it was me. I was trying to keep the volume on so she gets credit for it, but crap ain't gonna work.
Do you know how you do that? You put the earbud in. That way it doesn't get feedback.
Earbuds. Yeah, sure. I have them not out in the garage. You know what? Whatever, dude. I'm just going downstairs and finish freeze drying all my chicken.
Yeah.
Okay, I just heard that feedback. That's not me.
All right, so tonight, everybody out there, we're going to be the title is Best Ways to Store Your Harvest, but we're going to list what we think are some of the best ways. But you need to be writing stuff down of the different ways and stuff as we talk about different foods for different ways, so that you can choose what's the best way for you. Because that's what matters. What is the best way for you? Because not everybody has what's that big one you called again? It's not just a seal meal, it's a vacuum chamber.
Chamber sealer, yeah.
Chamber sealer, yeah.
They work differently. A vacuum sealer, you put the bag into it and it seals up just the bag, the interior of the bag. So when it sucks the air, it sucks the air out of the bag itself. Problem with that, not a problem, but the one thing you can't do with that is liquids very well, because you suck a little bit of liquid into your pump, you're kind of done. Yeah. Chamber sealer, the bag and the sealing bar are both inside the vacuum chamber. So when it turns the vacuum pump on, it's a big pump. It pulls a vacuum on inside and outside the bag. So you can actually, I think I put a video of my tomatoes up. It drops the pressure down to like 0 and things boil. I mean, my tomatoes started bubbling and foaming. But what it does is when it gets it down there, it seals it while there's still a vacuum on both sides, and then it lets air back into the chamber, and that's when you see it, quote unquote, shrink up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great because I put chili in there. I do chili soup. I don't care what it is; it goes in there. I
Excellent.
use that for my freeze dried stuff. I only use it to take a little bit of the air out and seal it up, but I always use the impulse sealer to make sure my seal is good because it's not heavy enough for doing Mylar.
Yeah. All right. So got a question has to do with Tammy's avatar. And Diana's asking what kind of picture you have. That's her All-American gray canner she got 2 years ago.
Yeah.
At the
food summit.
Yeah, at the food summit, and I believe that one. And I believe that has
Tammy causing that echo.
Yeah, I believe it had. You got the Rebel Canners logo on it too, right?
Yes. Lehman's Hardware. I'm sorry, I can never say it right because I think it in my mind before I say it wrong. The hardware there in Kidron, Ohio, has a laser engraver, and so they engraved my logo on the lid for me. They did that for everybody that year. If you bought one at the summit, they embossed it for you free.
Cool. So, all right. Caitlin String just came in here, and so probably everyone's going to expect us to say the best way to do it is canning.
Sure.
Well, yeah. Well, for some things, it may be.
Well, I'm going to say for long-term storage, I'm going to say canning is number 2. Number 1, Mark's going to argue with me, so I'm just going to give it to him now. Freeze drying is number 1. It has a 25-year longevity. Number 2, for longevity is canning. But the absolute best way to preserve your food short-term with all the probiotics is fermentation. So I'm going to say fermentation is king. Then preserving it in honey.
You can't ferment everything, though. That's the only certain things you can't ferment.
Yeah.
But then the other thing is you ferment some things in honey. So preserving in honey would be my second one. And then canning would be my third because I don't have a freeze dryer.
All right. I'm going to throw something. I had a crazy thought just hop into my mind. Fermenting beef in honey with no.
You go for it, Gil. You let us know how it turns out in a couple of years, and we'll send flowers.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it will kill you, but it's not going to be. I mean, they actually did that back in medieval times.
And then don't they take the honey and keep the honey going and turn it into mead?
Yeah, obviously people stopped doing that. So it's probably, I'm going to say if people keep up doing it, then it's a good way to do it. If something better comes along and they stop and they do something, better over the last 200 years, then I'm going to say it's probably not the best way.
Yeah. Well, things also takes a lot of honey to do it too, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you could pack meat in salt. I mean, period. You just got to rinse it off real well and soak it before you eat it.
And salt's cheaper.
And dry it, and salt's cheap. Yeah, so you can do it that way. Maintain a lot of your nutritional value in the meat.
Yeah, Glenn's down there playing pirate. Just put everything in rum. It's good forever.
Just chase everything with rum. It'll cure what ails you.
The only thing I'm putting in rum, I'm soaking cake in rum, and I'm putting vanilla in rum. That's it. Oh, well, I guess you can do a rum tov where you do the fruit in rum.
What about maple extract, using rum for the alcohol for the maple extract?
Sure.
Why?
I don't know.
Maple syrup is maple syrup is a preservative of itself, so
Well,
I guess I would never.
yeah.
Yeah,
The-
it's like it's tree honey.
But that's the syrup. But if you extract down to concentrate, is that still just as preserved as regular maple syrup? If you make an extract,
If you keep boiling maple syrup down, it gets so thick it turns to, I don't know, maple candy.
Maple candy. Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
that's what's her name did. Colleen did. She was up there showing how cold does it get up here in Canada. She had a jar of maple syrup in there that was really thick. Normally her jars are really thick even in the summertime. She pours it out, starts pouring it on the snow, and you see it just starting to freeze as it hits the snow. And then she picks it up. Oh no.
Yep. Maple candy. My brother used to make that. We love maple sugar, and we love maple candy. My brother used to make us. I was just talking about this with Sawyer tonight because we were hauling wood. We picked up a cord of wood, and we had to first load it in the truck and then bring it home and unload it and stack it. And he was complaining over there in front of the wood guys, and I was just laughing. I'm like, dude, I used to have to stack all the wood for the maple syrup boiler. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah. Corky's saying that freeze drying, as far as health is concerned, is actually not good for you.
According to who?
I don't know, but
I don't know. I can freeze dry Greek yogurt, add good water back to it, and it'll make more yogurt again.
Yeah. Maybe
dehydrating's not good if you got that confused.
Yeah.
But I freeze dry broccoli. I'll blanch broccoli because you can't can it. Well, you could. I wouldn't. I'll blanch broccoli, freeze dry it, throw it in a bag, and then I add hot water back to it and just rehydrate it, and you would never know the difference. All the vitamins are still there. Everything's still there. So I'd like to see some data on that one, but that'd be interesting to see.
Yeah. So if you can, so for, probably the cheapest way for preserving a lot of stuff. I'm kind of torn here. Either, because the dehydrator is going to cost you money to buy, though they're relatively inexpensive, comparing to a good all-American canner.
Oh, they're not cheap to run. I mean, each bag costs money. They're one-use bags. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're dehydrating stuff on your screen, whether dehydrating pineapple or strawberries or bananas or whatever you're dehydrating. It costs money. I'm talking dehydrating. It costs money to dehydrate it. And because I know a freeze dryer costs a lot more to run than a dehydrator does.
Oh, yeah. It's got a compressor for making a freezer, and it's got the vacuum compressor running that side of it, and it's got heaters running. So you got three things fighting against each other.
Yeah. So, but between canning and dehydrating, there's probably some things you can't can that you can dehydrate, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, like zucchini.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So some things you can't can, you're going to have to dehydrate it to keep it longer.
Yeah.
Kaylin Strain says, don't need oil in a dehydrator.
No.
He's been listening to you, Mark, talk about changing the oil out.
Oh, yeah. Change the oil, and you can only freeze dry up to a certain percentage of fat content.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, oh, you can't freeze dry fat. Well, read any can of Mountain House beef, freeze dried beef cubes. It's like 12% fat. Yeah, you can. It just doesn't last as long.
Yeah.
Because fat is not water. It just stays as fat.
Now,
it goes rancid quickly.
Yeah.
That's why you try to get all the fat off when you're making beef jerky or something like that. They're dehydrating beef jerky.
Yeah. I see what Corky was saying back there, that freeze dried. It's not that it's not good for you. If you eat like just fruit, like I do, I like freeze dried apples. Yeah, you need something to drink with it because there is no water in there at all. You eat a freeze dried. I make the apple fritters. Oh, they're like crack, I guess. But I eat those. You better have a big cup of coffee with you, or a big glass of milk or something, because you eat 2 of those crumbles, your mouth is like you just took a mouthful of alum. It just pulls the moisture out of your head because your body needs water to digest it. So yeah, you need fluid to go with it. So yeah, you're not eating, a freeze dried MRE, my chili cheese mac without putting water in there first. You could, but you're going to be real damn thirsty when you're done.
Yeah. The probably one of the oldest ways of preserving meats.
Salt, air, smoke.
Smoking it,
Smoking.
Yeah, back in medieval times, they were the 2 most desirable professions were the beekeeper and the guy smoking the meat. And I can't remember the name of it, but those were the 2 most valuable professions in medieval times. I mean, if you did not have a good smoker and he was doing it 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
In the harvest time. If you didn't have a guy that was really good at that and getting that just right, that percentage of water out of it, you guys all died.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. The whole village community did not survive winter.
Yeah, you got sick. Sorry.
And
the other person was the beekeeper. The beekeeper could ask whatever he wanted for his price for his services. Yeah. Because without honey, again, the whole community died.
Yeah. And unless you're lucky enough to know, oh, wait a minute, I saw a wild hive over here and this big old rotten tree over here. I can get it out of there before the bear finds it.
Yeah, and hopefully not get stung too bad. Yeah.
Yeah. Prepper for the Ages is in the house. Welcome. And so, let's see. So we got smoking, we got salt, dehydrating, canning, freeze drying.
Dehydrating.
Didn't I say dehydrating?
Oh, maybe you did.
Yeah.
Fermenting. Did we say
fermenting? Freezing. Just freezing
preserving and honey.
Yeah, preserving and honey. So we got 8 so far here, and the one we didn't talk much about, which Mark just said, just freezing. There are some things you can freeze for a year if you do it right.
Right, got to get the air out of it.
I have a giant deep freeze right now at the cabin.
I bet.
Yeah, cold storage.
Yep. Root cellar is cold storage.
Yeah, root cellar, cold storage for apples, carrots, winter squash.
They used to do what my grandparents called pit, also, where you would dig a hole and put a barrel in it, or line it with straw, put a barrel in it, then line it with more straw, and then put potatoes and carrots and like a root cellar, but in a barrel. And
it's like a mini cold storage sort of. I mean, ground temperature deep enough usually sticks around like 45 or 50 degrees or something.
Yeah, and then you could go dig it up as you needed throughout the winter, and it would be there.
That's what they do in Korea with kimchi. You got summer kimchi and winter kimchi. Summer kimchi is stuff you make fresh as the summer goes on there. It doesn't ferment that long, still tastes good for you. Winter kimchi is all the cabbage, not including what you needed for short term. Put in crocks, buried in the ground deep. My dad used to, when he was over in Korea, he loved that. And that's what they would dig up in the springtime and during the wintertime to eat it, because it would just ferment, and that was the good stuff.
Yeah. And
like Caleb said, the air drying, so like hanging up your garlic, your onions and stuff. You just not dehydrating, just air drying it.
Corn, they air dry.
The corn crib, the big corn crib. You just throw all the corn in there and let nature dry it out.
Now, corn cribs, you kind of need a propane blower to blow air through it, or else the center stays wet and goes rotten.
That's modern times. In old times, they used in the center of them, they would have like wire baskets that didn't let the corn go into that center, so that
gotcha. Okay.
Or they would just, like the corn crib would be stacked, like a rail fence. They'd do the same thing in the middle, so they'd have like a chimney in the middle.
Yes, and they also let it dry a lot longer in the field than we do now in modern times.
Right.
So you weren't picking your corn in October.
Yeah, and they didn't spray the corn with something to make it die and dry quicker, so they could store it. And then anyway.
Yeah.
It was different, because I've like tried to air dry corn, and 2 out of 3 years it's molded on me.
Yeah.
So I had to learn to let it go longer.
Yeah. Let's see. But best way to do it. Geez. Sumi just came in on your side, Tammy.
Hi. I'd wave, but you can't see me.
Yeah. Yeah, Sumi, she's in the cabin, so she's got no lights right now. I don't know. What would you say was the best one that everybody can do?
Water bath
canning. Yeah. Or dehydrating. You can, even if you don't have any equipment, I dehydrated stuff on the dashboard of my car this summer because it was so hot and dry here.
Yeah, you can do herbs. You can dry, not dehydrate. You can dry herbs naturally. Just pot thyme in bundles and hang them up. Just make sure you got some kind of air blowing on it. It's not too humid, and they'll dry.
And you can string cayenne peppers and hang them from your rear view mirror.
Yeah, string them between those two coat hanger things in your car there. So when you're driving along, crack the windows open, you get hot air and wind on it at the same time.
It works really well. Ask me how I know.
Solar dehydrators. I know Anthony at Pimento Prepared built one that with wheels, so he can move it around easy to track the sun. But I
have one half built. I started it. I did not get it done this fall, and I will definitely be finishing it.
Now, some of these here, this is from the Utah State University Extension. So they have like a black box with glass on it, painted black inside, so it heats the air going up in, and it naturally heated air rises up into here, and then it pulls it down through, and it goes back up the other side and out the other side. So it's got two things rising and one pulling down. So there's one to do it. Here's another simpler one that just pulls it up from the bottom and vents it out the top. Then there's one like a sun oven. They got
black reflex.
Yeah. So that would heat up. There's a bunch of different ones out there. So if you're a handyman type person, or a good handyman, you can build one of these. As long as you got good sun, there's diagrams on how to build it and stuff like that. So let me go ahead and go back here. Boom. Oh, interesting thing. And people, take what I'm saying with a grain of salt here. So I get emails all the time from the news and stuff, and there's a big meat recall from California that was shipped to several other states. Froze. The article says specifically that no one has succumbed to the E. coli 026 that was found in some of it. I got thinking, why not? They say that they're recalling over 2,000 pounds.
That's because they said it may have been contaminated with E. coli.
No. This says it has been. It said it has been contaminated. They were very specific. This is not a may. This has been contaminated, but no one's done it. I looked up E. coli 026. I asked can fully cooking meat kill it? And it goes, yes. E. coli 26, like other harmful bacteria, is killed by thoroughly cooking meat to safe internal temperatures, generally 160 degrees Fahrenheit for ground meats, which destroy the bacteria and makes the food safe to eat.
Now, the one thing it doesn't do that kind of can lead people to say, oh, well, my meat smells a little funky. I'll just cook it. It'll kill the bacteria. No, now you're eating the toxins that the bacteria left behind, and you're going to get just as sick, if not sicker.
Yeah.
So it doesn't mean you can cook bad into good. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah. And then below it says ground meat, beef, pork, veal, lamb cooked to 160 degrees Fahrenheit. Ground poultry is 165 degrees. Steaks, chops, roast for pork, veal, and lamb cooked to 145 degrees Fahrenheit and let rest for 3 minutes. The thermometer is key. Food temperature is it is the only way to reliable to make sure the meat reaches the necessary temperature inside.
Yeah.
So if someone had some of this meat and they were canning it,
it would kill the bacteria.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to make sure that got clarified because there were some people. There were people asking questions about that. So I was thinking, yeah.
Yeah, your canning temperature, once it gets up to temperature, pressure, both, at 10 psi is about 228 degrees, Tammy, give or take.
Yes.
I mean, it's higher than boiling.
220. To be on the safe side, I'd say 220, but it usually gets above that.
Yeah, it's a pressure over temperature thing. So, boiling at sea levels 212. Once you hold the pressure in, steam is steam from 212 and up. I mean, until it turns to plasma at some ridiculous temperature. But I don't think I'm going to be using a plasma cooker anytime soon.
No.
Did you kill it? Oh, it's dead. Ain't nothing alive in there. Look, it's black powder. It's called carbon. It's all dead.
and this, I'm going to say this is the problem. You don't want to sterilize your food. When you sterilize your food, it has no nutrient value left.
Yeah.
That's why our food has very little nutrient value, is because our soil is dead.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
All right, Kaylin said something here interesting. I want to get caught up on it. Okay, so I got several things to pop up on the side chat. So Glenn says, I love the can. Prepper for the ages. I have a veggies go bad before I can process it. I'll help. Chest freezer.
Blanch it first. If it's veggie.
Blanch it, toss it in a chest freezer, and can as you go.
Yeah. Not broccoli, not cauliflower, unless you're making pickles. But
I understand Kaylin's problem here because she's using one of those little propane stoves, and they shut off because of the either it runs out of the propane fuel, or it has a timer, a heat thing on it. The unit gets too hot, so it shuts itself off.
Right.
Yeah. And some of the newer model stoves,
or it's a glass top stove that won't let it get above a certain temperature.
Yeah.
It doesn't even have to be glass top. Some of the newer stoves, especially those they're putting in apartments, they have a safety in them that will shut them off after half an hour. And then and they don't come right back on.
All right, we got somebody in here. She's back. She's great. It's CB at Hugo Homestead. Woo-hoo. Yeah. Yeah. I look at it this way. Look for old school country. Europe, Germany, Switzerland, Netherlands, Spain, Italy. How do they preserve the stuff? 99% of them can't get most of the stuff. They can't.
Pressure canners.
They can't get the. They should be able to get food dehydrators over there, but
I think get dehydrators, but they mostly water bath because pressure canners are prohibitively expensive over there. And pressure canners are more of an American thing, I think, because people don't have 3 hours and change to sit around and make sure the water level stays above your jar lids.
They're in a hurry. Got to do it. Got to do it. Got to go fast. Got to go fast. Oh, I got to cut 10 minutes off here. Never.
Meanwhile, it takes about 3 hours to do meat and quartz because it takes the time to bring it up to temperature, and then it takes the 90 minutes or so, depending on what you're doing and your altitude. Thank you, Tammy. To get it to process, and then you shut it off. You got to let it cool all the way down. You're pretty much at about the same time as if you water bath it for 3 hours, and when they're done, shut the water off, let it sit there for like another couple minutes, and then pull them out, put it on the counter, and you're done. So you got to stand there the whole time, make sure it keeps and maintains a rolling boil, and you can't let that water level drop down below the tops of the jars.
Yeah.
So there's that.
And West Oslo's on your side there, Tammy. And yeah, Portugal's another one that does a lot of old, does it the old way.
Yeah, they'll hang their fish on racks in a half covered shelter and let the sea air blow on it and dry it out.
Yeah.
And they can do that in Europe because they don't have the common housefly.
Mm-hmm.
And that is so wonderful. If you go there, they're open, and Portugal is a beautiful country. If you go there and they have these gorgeous open air markets and they have fish laying there and there are no flies on it. If I catch a fish and throw it on the bank, before I can get the hook out of it, I've probably got 6 houseflies trying to land on that thing. And it's just wonderful over there at the open air markets, and that's an advantage they have over us.
Yeah.
We can get rid of houseflies here. We just got to get rid of the houses.
Then
we'll just have flies.
But I would say probably for most Americans, it's because of our busy schedules, there's going to be a lot of people that will dehydrate because they set the timer on it and it's hours. They set the timer, they walk away from it, they go do stuff. They come back, check on it, go away and do stuff. All right, Corky just did a mile on her treadmill. Woohoo!
Woo, good job.
Round of applause for Corky.
So did we include pickling, which is canning, but it's not fermenting, it's pickling?
Well, you don't have to can to pickle.
Right, but you can make your pickles in a jar and then water bath it, and
but
it's
you
still
don't.
pickling.
But there's pickling that isn't processed at all, which is also really good.
Now, with that one, you can quote can it with a vacuum sealer for the sealing the jar, right?
If you're truly pickling, you don't have to seal it at all.
Oh, you don't have to seal it at all? Okay.
I mean, you can pickle in a crock.
Yeah.
You just have to have cover over it. But if you don't want to vacuum seal something you're not going to process, that's a bad idea.
Belt Loop just came in. I was trying to show it up to show that he's on your side there, and then I got comments just kind of rolling in there.
Hello.
Hey, Belt Loop.
Yeah, Christmas trash panda. That's me.
Except one thing, in a couple of days you have to change it to New Year Trash Panda.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I'll think of something to put up there.
Yeah. But yeah, there's so I'm just thinking there is so much that we can do, but we're so busy that it makes it hard for some of us to do it. And then of course there are something like my grandmother and mother never pickled. Or if they did, they didn't pass it on to me.
No, my mom and grandma did. I got their bread and butter pickle recipe. They pickled a bunch of stuff, but they also canned, mostly water bath. My mom had a pressure can, or I think she pressure canned a few things. 90% of the stuff that was in my pantry growing up was pickles and jellies.
Mm-hmm.
That was it. Because my uncle had a big farm and he would just bring over piles of stuff. And if we couldn't eat it, Mom would try to freeze it. If it wouldn't freeze, she'd can it and make stuff out of it. And yeah, we ate it anyway. But yeah, tomatoes, pickles, and jellies.
Yeah.
And another sort of a pickle thing, way of preserving is you can actually preserve eggs in lime.
Yeah.
Called water glassing eggs.
Yeah, water
You can
glassing.
glass. And the another one that we didn't talk about already that I just thought of while we were talking was larding, where you preserve. That's something else they did in medieval Europe, where they would cook it and then preserve it in a thick coating of fat in those root cellars. And that was a neat.
Kept the air off of it.
Yep.
All right. Corky's brought up the oven canning, but she's just specifically tomato juice.
Yeah, the only thing I ever oven canned was I canned challah bread and brownies and chocolate cake. It's all I ever did in the oven. I did it just to do it. Yes, I did it. I'm good.
Yeah, the history of fruitcake is amazing if you look it up, folks.
Well, sugar is its own natural preservative. That's why fruitcake is just a mouthful of sugar.
Yeah.
It doesn't go bad. All the candied fruits in there, they're just packed in sugar and pulled out, and those things last a long. So I guess sugar preserving is another thing because sugar is a preservative.
Yeah.
Yeah, in that amount.
I mean, that's like salting meat and stuff. You put that much on it, you do stuff to it, and then you do it. All right. Free range fruitcake recipe from Alton Brown is amazing. Okay.
I will have to check that out. I do not like fruitcake, but I just found out that my sister's I don't know what to call him, boyfriend loves fruitcake. We weren't able to find it this year, so
yeah.
This is a lot of brown sugar, flour, and eggs, and a whole lot of dried fruit.
Yeah. If you've ever been to Bermuda, they have a rum cake that is a preserved cake on the same kind of thing as fruitcake, but without all the candied citron and stuff like that in it. It's just cake and ground raisins. And it is absolutely delicious. And I am going to figure out how to make that.
All right. So Belt Loop continued on with that. He put that one up, and then he put this one up right after it. You can order it online. And he said, rehydrate the fruit. Ooh. Sugar cured ham.
Yeah, brown sugar on fresh hams. Yep, that's another. There's a guy, I watched a guy online do. He does it with salt, and he also does it with sugar. Makes his own bacon and stuff and all that.
Yeah.
They do that with salmon too in Alaska. They brown sugar brine it.
Yeah. Well, then they usually smoke it after that, but that's besides the point.
And Howie's in the house.
The ham is definitely smoked too. Because if you don't smoke it, it's just fresh pork.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, it's like prosciutto is, can only be called prosciutto because it's in a certain region of Italy and it's on the coast where the winds are always blowing. It's a certain salinity in the atmosphere, but they still salt it. They bag it in the net bags and they hang it up in their little sheds. And that air coming off the ocean, that's what does it. And it stays there for a long time to get that percentage of weight off of it. And I don't know what the percentage, there's a specific number. I think it's like 30%.
I wanted to say 50.
Yeah, there's a fair amount of moisture you got to lose weight-wise. Yeah, a lot. And you're preserved. And then you can just keep it on your counter.
I'm still stuck on this, what Diana said about sugar curing ham. Now, I'm not sure. Is this just a modern thing where they take a needle and they squirt stuff?
No. You pack it in sugar. It's sugar cure, like salt, just like salt. You put on the outside. The sugar does similar what salt does. Salt will dissolve it pulls some of the fluid out, then it draws it back in with osmosis, and it fills the pores up with a saline solution. It's a percentage, and that's what keeps any bacteria from growing. Sugar will do the same thing.
Okay.
It's a different formula for you. You can Google it or whatever. Look on YouTube later for sugar curing ham, and you'll be like, "Holy crap! I'm gonna go buy brown sugar now." And a fresh ham.
Do not buy brown sugar. Do not ever buy brown sugar. Never, ever, ever should anyone buy brown sugar. It is
Why?
so easy to take cane sugar and molasses and make your own brown sugar for about half the price.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is that all it is? Is just cane sugar with molasses mixed together?
Yes, it only takes like a teaspoon of molasses to make like 3 teaspoons would make a dark brown sugar.
Do you know where a lot of the molasses comes from?
They take it out of the sugar in the first place.
They take it out of the cane sugar in the first place because it comes out as brown sugar naturally, or you get the raw cane sugar. It's brown, and it's very crisp. My mother used to get that.
Yeah, sugar in the raw. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then when you take it out, it becomes white as you remove the brown molasses from it. Oh, we need some brown sugar. We're gonna put a little molasses back in it.
Yeah. Yep. It's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, because I was reading years ago about how they cure hams, and they take find one of the veins and they pump the salt and nitrate solution through the ham to get it to cure faster. I was just wondering if you do that with the brown sugar, or just the sugar.
No, this is a coating.
Just the coating.
It's like
okay.
a crust almost.
You said that. It's like salt.
I just
not newfangled injected inside. No, don't do that.
Because I heard some people talking about injecting saline solution through the veins of the ham.
Sure. Knock yourself out. You can probably do it while the pig's still alive to kill it and also cure it at the same time, but I wouldn't do that.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Well, but you're also injecting bacteria.
Yeah.
So it's not going to keep as long.
Yeah.
Because nobody is sterile. So that solution, they've got bacteria, and then they're injecting it into the inside of that ham, which was fine to start with, and now you've just injected stuff in there, which has probably got bacteria with it.
That's why you do the salt on the outside. It draws the moisture out and pulls everything with it, and fills it back up with fills the pore, the cell's membranes fill back up with a sodium solution. Yeah. Osmosis, it's your best friend.
Much better. Yes, much better.
So,
cheese waxing.
Cheese waxing.
Oh yes, that's another one we haven't talked about, but that's a great way to preserve cheese. Dairy is cheese.
And if you can get a key card for one of the underground bunkers where the United States government has billions of tons of cheese.
Oh, they're not keeping it. They're giving it out to people every month. Commodities. I'm laughing. I'm sure they are keeping a lot.
Yeah, the older it gets, the better it gets.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Oh, depending on the cheese.
And you can buy like giant rounds of Parmesan and then use it to make your pasta in. And oh my goodness, my golly, it's delicious.
All right, we got Dustin. It's Dustin's turn to pop the joke. Wax the ham, then try to catch it.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Boom, boom.
A dad joke from the dad.
Yeah.
Government cheese for the billionaires when the asteroid hits. Sorry, I was reading beyond that one.
Hey, Howie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that. I do that with my celery and carrot sticks. I put them in a container and I wash them off really well. I keep watering it. If I don't eat it every other day, I'll just change the water. Just they stay nice and crispy, fresh for weeks.
So I got a delivery here from Amazon outside. Came in.
Yep. Vinegar is another great way to preserve things.
Yeah.
Isn't it
Oh.
technically pickling, sort of?
Well, making vinegar, taking your fruit and making vinegar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like apple cider vinegar is so healthy and it has all the minerals and vitamins in it from the apple.
Okay. I'm gonna bring Kaylin's comment up here in a second. I was watching something and they were talking about oh no, I wasn't watching. I was on your YouTube channel, not YouTube, your Facebook channel, Tammy. And the question was, can I can mayonnaise? And all the answers were no, 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 no. And they were talking about why, because it's basically when you do the vinegar and everything done into it, it's cold packed and vacuum sealed.
Yeah. Yep,
Yeah.
it's vacuum sealed. It's not canned.
Yeah, because she was saying, I got this big gallon jar of mayonnaise. I want to put it in smaller containers.
Yeah, that's like the people that say, I just got a wicked deal on a 6-pack case of 175s of Jack Daniels. How do I can it and make it last longer? Yeah, that's why that was one of the reasons why I got off a Tammy. And I couldn't take it anymore. I'm like, these people are just gonna die.
Yeah. All right, but yeah, so the thing is though, on something like that, now some people were saying, get out your clean gloves and everything, and you can put it in jars, and you put the vacuum sealer on the jar and just seal it down again.
Of what?
Mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise? Sure. You
Because-
could, but you still got to keep it in the fridge. Once you open it, you got to put it in the fridge.
But it's one of those things. It's just unless you're a restaurant, don't buy it in gallon jars.
Yeah, no.
I've bought it in gallon jars from the restaurant store because of having a big family, and it will keep 6 months in your refrigerator.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
in that gallon
As-
container. Yeah.
As long as you never put a dirty fork,
Forks.
knife, spoon, whatever,
Yeah.
back in
You
there.
mean like when your wife decides she's going to make some tartar sauce for her fish, and she takes the spoon that she was mixing the tartar sauce in and goes back in the mayonnaise,
Yeah.
and you go to make a sandwich and there's like relish bits in there, and you're freaking out, going,
Yes.
"Are you kidding me, honey? Really? Oh,
Yeah.
it's okay. No, it's not okay."
No, it's not. No, that drives me crazy. Like, and I might use 3 different spoons to get enough mayonnaise out of the jar and mix up my tuna fish.
Oh, that's why
But
when
I
I'm
am
doing my
not
tuna
putting it
fish,
Back
I-
in there.
yeah, when I'm doing it, I use 1 spoon just for the mayonnaise.
Yep.
It never touches it. I just scoop it and plop it and set it back, and then mix up. I need a little bit more. Use that same clean spoon that only has mayonnaise on it.
That's what
Yeah.
Tammy just said. 2 or 3 spoons. Yep.
I'm gonna say 3 spoons because somehow I get interrupted and then that spoon touches the tuna fish.
Yeah.
And then I've got to get a 3rd one. You
Yeah.
can
Now,
do it in
now-
2 if you have nobody distracting you.
Now, I know
Yeah.
for a fact I have preserved dried fruits, not that you need to preserve them, in alcohol. We
Yeah,
put
what's up?
we had a bottle of vodka, and we stuffed, of course, didn't work out too well because we stuffed in apricots, dried apricots. And oh yeah, they swelled up. That was going to get them out of the bottle, and it was a glass bottle. That sucked. But anyway, we're sitting there with a pair of hemostat clamps trying to pull pieces of apricot out. Oh yeah, 1 speck at a time. I think we gave up and threw it out, but it worked.
No. You should have taken one of those little blender thing, put it down in, and just just an extension
Yeah.
on it, so it just whips it all up and turns it into
Yeah,
liquid.
apricot vodka. Yeah, sure. That wasn't what we were going for. We did it in like a mason jar, and it worked great. It's like a friend of mine was just like, "Oh, let's pack some in this
Okay.
half-open bottle of vodka." So we did that, and we hit it. 8 years later, we found it and went, "Wow, it smelled great." The little bits and pieces came out taste because they were cured in alcohol. Oh, yeah, it was good stuff.
All right, we mentioned this. It went by quick. Is water glassing unwashed eggs?
Yeah, that's what Tammy said. Yeah.
Yeah, Tammy said that. Just
We
to remind
talked about
everybody,
it with pickling.
there are some great videos on it that they where they give the amount of the
Pickling lime to water.
the caustic
Hydrated
soda.
lime.
Yeah,
Hydrated lime, yeah.
into it. Next, got a question here from Dustin. Need advice on canning mushroom soup with cream cheese.
Oh, you, Tammy.
I have not done that.
I would think the cream cheese would break.
Well, yeah, the cream cheese is at a different time than the mushroom. I'd have to look at that. I can't do that one off the top of my head.
Yeah.
I'll get back to you.
Howie has some I can't pronounce that. Curcuba?
Hold on a second.
Whatever.
I scroll up.
I got it on the screen here. So
yeah, Curcubita, Ficofolia melons.
Yeah.
For 7 years.
That's going to be a firm melon.
Yeah.
There's some pumpkins, the Seminole pumpkin, and I want to get my hands on some of the seeds. So if you're down in Florida, Glenn, I'm looking for some Seminole pumpkin. They store on the shelf just anywhere in your house. It doesn't have to be certain temperatures or anything spectacular. They have a shelf life of a year, 365 days or longer, but a minimum shelf life of a year. And you don't have to like dry them or do a whole bunch of fancy stuff to them. They just they are that hardy.
Yeah.
Shelf life.
Plain vodka for extracts. Yeah, Tammy does that.
Now going back to Dustin's thing there, because Kaylin says, Dustin, you stumped her. Going back to that, where was it here?
Cream cheese mushroom soup.
Yeah. Again, some of them, the top contributors on Tammy's Facebook page, someone was talking about something similar to that.
They were canning cream cheese. That's different.
Yeah, you can can cream cheese and you can can cream soup, but a cream cheese mushroom soup, I really have to go back and I can't.
Yeah, because you'd have to pressure can it or whatever, and I'm pretty sure your cream cheese would turn to curds.
Yeah, they were saying the cream cheese. If you got cream cheese, do the soup and add the cream cheese when you go to heat the soup back up afterwards.
Well, yeah,
because that way it doesn't break.
And any kind of cream. And if you can can cream cheese, so canned mushroom soup and then canned cream cheese, and just open the jar of cream cheese up.
They're on a special diet. They're trying to get away from the carbs, so the cream cheese would have a lot of carbs. So there's more to this question than what face value.
Right. Yeah. Kaylin says plain vodka for making extracts like vanilla, peppermint schnapps. I'm not sorry.
Peppermint schnapps. Sure, whatever. I can make lemon bomb schnapps.
You can take peppermint oil and put it in brandy or schnapps and make a really good cough syrup. So, I mean, she's not wrong.
All right. So, another one from Howie.
Camus bulbs last 400 years plus when stored. Okay.
45% sure. Mm-hmm. Okay. Excellent.
Nice.
But, so what is the best way to store your harvest? It's what works for you.
Yeah, and how fast you going to eat it? Can you get to it all in time? Is it going to go bad on the shelf? Are you going to eat it all? I mean, I still have stuff on my shelf downstairs from 20. My wife, she comes upstairs. She's like, "Hey, honey, can you open this jar of pickles?" I was like, "Where'd you find that?" She's like, "It was on the right side, all the way in the back. It's my bread and butter pickles I made in 2018, 17." And
they're just about ready to eat now.
Yeah, and I took one look. I was like, all right, and it had it's the my glass dome lids, and I pop the ring off it and just tug on the little rubber seal, and it goes thunk. And she opened up. I smelled it. I was like, wow. She's like, oh yeah, they're good. I'm like, how many more are down there? She's like, I don't think I want to tell you. I think she's hiding them on me. I had like 60 jars. I had 60 pints of those things. I think I'm down to like 4.
Well, this year, 2026, will be the year of making more bread and butter pickles.
The year of the cucumbers.
Yep.
Yeah, you just got done with the year of the tomatoes, so it's only fair.
That was last year. This past year is year of the green beans, which it was okay. I still have a bunch of green beans in the freezer. I don't can those. I just blanch them and freeze them in my chamber bags, and They're good.
All right.
We had some.
That reminds me of something. Thorhaven Homestead was talking about was showing their stuff a couple of years back. They said, the one year they had a bumper crop of green beans, and they put them all up. Yeah. The next year, the green beans didn't do crap, but it had enough green beans canned on the shelves that lasted all through that year into the third year. And I never heard back what happened in the third year, whether they had another good crop or not.
But plants are biennial, even though we think they're I know that there's quote biennial plants, but even plants that we get a harvest from every year are biennial in the sense that not every year is a good harvest.
Yeah, which means my apricot and peach trees, which I planted
3 years ago.
Summer of 24. This summer we're friggin' loaded.
No, I mean next year you get nothing
Nothing next year.
Yeah, or I'm gonna get minimal.
Yeah, you get a couple.
But like the peach tree, after the fruit were all harvested, that peach tree grew 50% larger.
It had all the energy left to put into the fruit. It's like, okay, well, I guess we're just gonna have to grow bigger now.
It was about that big on the trunk. The trunk is now this big around. Nice. It's I'm out there looking at it's like that. So yeah. So all right. Well, let me pop over here real quick because it's getting that time, and I promised the wife I'd only do an hour. All right. So on my other channel, for those that don't know, I think everybody here knows I have two channels. Gray Man Prepping. Tomorrow night for Tactical Tuesday is Winter Hiking Safety. Thursday night on Gray Man Prepping for the Midnight Ride on New Year's Day or New Year's night, not Eve, night. It will be same. But we'll be talking since it's the January 1st. We'll be talking about plans and outlooks for 2026, as well as some interesting news stories I got recently here today and yesterday. Friday back here on Camp Patton Family Compound for Friday night in the homestead. Horses, yay or nay? Yeah. And I put that in there. I spelled it as nay.
I'm sure you did.
Saturday on Gray Man Prepping was a recommended one for the exploring the events. It's after the nuclear plant explodes, what are your plans? Next Monday is going to be an interesting one. After Tammy may change it up on me here. I just put cream of soups.
So now I have a deadline to get Dustin his answer.
There you go.
Yeah.
We're just gonna rename.
Yeah. Kaylin's saying Cold War Prepper is going live here in a minute. So that's what's coming up here for the next week. And and if anybody has any suggestions that they want to see us address here for canning, food preservation, freeze drying, and whatever else, send either Tammy or me an email on it, and we'll add it to the schedule here.
And I'll be here to dumpster and find whatever I can.
All right. Well, thank you for coming on up here on the panel, guys, and thank you everybody that came in and for all your comments in the side chat. And we will see you. Hopefully, we'll see you tomorrow night on Gray Man Prepping. All right, everyone. Take care.
Bye.
Have a good night. Tammy's waving. You just can't see her.